Hi everybody. So Mental Health Monday, let's talk about internal and external judgment and comparing yourself to others. So our internal judgment of ourselves is based off of our mindset, how we were raised, and our core values. Normally our external judgment, so when we find ourselves judging other people, that normally comes from something that is a perceived shortcoming in ourselves. It's called projection, and it's normally just, something that you don't like about yourself, but you don't want to admit that, so you judge another person for that. But a few ways to combat the negativity, because judging can be a good thing. It's what we use for survival, but it can also be a bad thing. So a few ways to combat the negativity. Stop comparing yourself to others. This leaves the door open to negative feelings of not measuring up, when the reality is the other person is just different from you. They're not any better, they're not any worse, they're just different. Be aware of your inner critic. Thoughts are not facts. They are not. Use positive or constructive criticism to help with that. Change your perspective. If you wouldn't say the comment to someone else, then why are you saying it to yourself? Think about it. Try to avoid making assumptions and jumping to conclusions. Instead, practice curiosity. That's gonna stop you from taking superficial and partial facts and making assumptions about people. Instead, you can ask multiple questions, get to know people, et cetera, and be a little bit more curious instead. That will also help die down the anxiety. Take a look inward. External judgments, again, they're sometimes based on perceived shortcomings in ourselves, which I mentioned earlier. It's called projection. Acknowledging our inner judgments can help to prevent this projection onto other people, and acknowledging our own shortcomings. Notice your thoughts that lead to judgment and determine what feelings come beforehand. This can help you recognize and stop the thoughts from processing. So if you are about to judge someone or judge yourself, and before all of that happened, you're like, oh, well, I'm just feeling self-conscious. I'm just feeling anxious. I'm just feeling this. You can get down to the root of the problem. And last thing, practice self-compassion. Focus on your strengths. Focus on contentment with yourself. Look in the mirror. Be like, I really love my nose today. It looks great. And just go from there, especially if it's like a self-esteem thing where it's always about body parts. Your body is still a living thing, and it wakes you up every day and gets you to work every day and has you do the things that you need to do every day, and it's an amazing thing. So make sure that you're practicing that self-compassion with yourself. It's something that's very, very important.